Hi folks, right, blank canvas, well not exactly blank is it, it's a piece of Fabriano watercolour paper on, there's another painting under here, and if I don't like the demos or I'm not going to do anything with them, I will paint over them. So what I've done, I've put a load of PVA glue on the paper and a lump of burnt sienna acrylic paint, and I've washed it all over with a brush, and then I've tipped in some plaster, the crack filler. In this case it's poly filler, so that's nice and sealed and we shouldn't have any problems with it for buckling. I do both sides, or at least the plain side has got a clear coat on, but I want it to be waterproof or oil proof. So I haven't got a clue what I'm going to paint. I'm just going to start, make some marks. I've always got a leaning towards meadows, water, trees, skies. I love skies. At least every one of my pictures got one. Got my drink now. Dark. That's a Marmite drink. Now you all know what Marmite is. It's made from the brewer's brewing yeast. But after the brew, it's a sludge in the bottom of the vessel, the fermenting vessel, and it's processed, and it makes this lovely yeasty spread for your sandwiches, for your, well, it goes with everything. But you either like it or you hate it. I love it. Lovely in gravy. It's vegetarian, vegan. Not that I am. I find it. Anyway, I'm using some of this Cas Art white. So let's just put a sky in, a bit of red. That might have dried quite a bit of blue. I've had it behind cling film for a couple of days. I couldn't be bothered to paint yesterday. It was just too, well, it is today, it's just too warm. We're expecting 37 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius, that is. That's all right. And thunderstorms. We haven't had any rain in London for 6 weeks, and things are very parched, including ourselves. So I'm just going to, I'm using a bit of medium here, some oil, with algae walnut oil. I've mixed it with a bit of linseed oil, fine linseed oil, and a bit of algae walnut, which is a fast dryer. That's next door. They put their paddling pools. Going strong, but I think their dog has just chased their cat. I'm just going to carry on doing this sort of thing. So a bit of yellow, bit of white, bit of medium, and probably have to put out some more mediums. It's going a bit. You don't have to hold your brush in a particular way, whatever you're comfortable with. Now I promised Chrissy Art that I would leave the red, but I don't know. I don't plan my paintings, I just go at them. See where they lead. Nice orange. Oh, put some of it back. Just get some paint on the support. All right, get some cloud in there. Bit of blending. Change hands. I'm not ambidextrous. My hand works. I've done a watercolour. I haven't uploaded it yet for my friends on Patreon. And I made a trailer for it. A little trailer. Someone wasn't happy about it. They said, thanks for nothing. I thought, well, there's enough on YouTube for free, and he unsubscribed. I was a bit cutting your nose off, complaining about free videos. And, it's quite subtle, isn't it? Sorry about that noise. It's just banging on here. I'll put a bit of cloth under it. It's a table I've got under the box easel that I put it on the drawer, and it's good. It's quite versatile, but I've got quite a bit of space here. But I've taken it all up with easels and brushes, paints. You name it. I've got it. I'll show you if I can. I'll just swing the camera around. Look, everywhere. So we've got oils, we've got acrylics over the back there, watercolour brushes, clips, all sorts. I'm right-handed, so it's handy. This is why I face this particular way. I've got a light, a big Velux window above my head in the ceiling, and I've got two on the left-hand side, big ones, 4-foot square ones. And I've got plenty of light. Let's just go back to where we were before we had that aside. Tie it all up. Right. Okay, back to where we were. So the colours I've got on here are cadmium yellow pale, cadmium red, ultramarine, and black. I love black. I love the variety of greens you can get with it. Look at that bit darker in there. Put a bit of ultramarine blue at the top, I think. Where's my painting bag? Finger brush. No rush today, it's just too hot to do anything. But I shall be watching the Tour de France from the comfort of my armchair this afternoon. Need a little bit more definition in that sky. So let's just on the cloud. Okay, gives a bit of definition to the sky. Now, we'll put a background in. There's all quite thin paint. What I'm really loving about the oil paint is the oil. I really rediscovered that. I used to use it a lot when I painted Venice, and I'd use fast drying linseed oil. But painting so much now, I'd need a big pot of it, and it's quite expensive. So that's why we pushed Patreon. It all helps with the expenses of the paint and materials. And the odd laptop when the present one packs up. Right, now use that brush. So we're going to do some greens now. I'm not going to shut the window. That's my neighbour's kids. They're a lovely family next door. I say that because it's two sometimes watch me on YouTube. But it's better than blaring music. Oh, I love this Marmite. All right. Oil, bit of yellow, a bit of black. A good wodge of black. So let's put in a bit more bit of blue in there, I think. Bit of red. That'll darken it, but now you can always change colours whatever you like. It's not like watercolour. Oh, I'm quite close to the boom here. Being a webcam, I haven't got any zoom on it, or very little. We'll put a variety of greens in there. They mentioned their packing pool. I haven't used it since last year. I've got a lot of duct tape on it now. Right, let's just make something a little bit bigger, blue and black and yellow. There's a bigger one there. So I'm making it up as I go along here. Put some air in it. Okay, there's a bit of rough ground there. Now, what I can do there to put in a foreground is to paint this black. I will, just as an experiment, but a bit of red and a load of black, and a load of oil. A bit of yellow in there to make it darker green. And this way, it gives us something to counterchange against, light against dark. A red in with that, complementary. Then when I put the lights on, they should really sing. Yeah, oh, cool. I do get through a lot, so I'll use just linseed oil. That dries fairly quickly as well. Or it didn't. I bought that years ago. But when I started the YouTube channel, I more or less did watercolours exclusively, but then I started to add acrylics and variety. I know there are artists on there that just do pure watercolour. I do watch them. The only one I really watch, well, I watch Alan Owen because we're good friends. We spend a lot of time on the phone. Don't come up too high. But it's Stephen Cronin. I do like Stephen. He's a very, very good demonstrator. But he makes it look easy, and I can assure you it takes a lot of experience to do all this, to paint. And I'm not saying I'm good at it. Right, now we've got some sort of interest there now. We can counter change on that, and that should go a bit tacky in a minute, especially if I put some more walnut alkyd in. And it won't dry as I'm painting, but it will go tacky, which enables me to put on more paint. Now I might not brush on there, that's all black now. Okay, now I want perhaps some light green across. Across here. Bit of white. The picture is I can't really show the watercolours like this because one, the water would run down. This is at about 30, 40 degrees, more or less the same as that, the support here. But I prefer to hold my palette. I will just add some red to that. The white is a bit thin. I usually use the titanium white by Winsor & Newton, the Winsor range. But this was like a store-owned brand. Art. They're next to the Leicester Square, very close to the National Gallery and the Portrait Gallery, which are wonderful galleries. Always busy because it's free. And that. I was wondering if I could put in a bit of a build a church or a room or something. I'll see what I feel like. Using cling film over your paints when you've finished, like that. It keeps them moist, and you don't have to throw them away being stingy. Might even put a pond in. I keep edging this boom. I might have to stop and just raise it up a little bit. The watercolour I did about an hour ago. Then I made a sort of a Patreon trailer for it. So my ugly mug. And then packed all the watercolours away. And now we've gone on to this. You can use as many colours as you like. I use 3 plus the black at the moment because I'm enjoying using them. As the brushes wear, they get a bit feathery and they make marks that they wouldn't make when they're new. So some of your best brushes will be old brushes. Get some light back in that area there. I don't do portraits or anything like that. All I ever wanted to do were trees and skies. That plus the things that go with them, like the few they're building and hints of people. But I'm not a portrait painter as such. Never done it. I do what I want to do, but I've had no official training. I taught myself like most of you. Well, you know what they say, a self-taught artist has a bad teacher. And that is so true. Just touching in. It shows because I'm brightening up. But I'll put some shadow bits in, some blues, but I want some reds in there as well. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Let's put some shadow in there, I think. I might put the pond in there. Well, I'm just going to move it some bit. About an inch. There we go. So just a blue and a red. I'll have to use a shorter brush to go down to the bottom here. Right. Some dark greens in there, I think. It's going to be my backdrop for the edge of the pond. Put some light greens on the top of that. I won't take it all the way across. Just take it in there. Now we've got that pinky colour. So we'll build up around that pond. Okay, so you can see what's happening. It's light against dark all the time. Oh, number one, mate. Now it's looking okay on the screen. No, it's not overexposing. The whites might be here, but this sky is very, very gentle. Oops. My legs. Right, now I want to put some of this in here. So try and drag some reflections down there. It's a rotten day today, guys. This painted in 37 degrees heat is it just does your brain in. We're just not used to it over here. It makes me angry. I'm a mild weather lover. Okay. Get some of that sky colour in. putting the water in, the reflection of the sky. I'll leave that alone for a minute. I'll just get some darks around the back here. All about counter change. If you want something to look light, you've got to put it against something dark. Right. It's hard to get the earth colours without any earth colours on the palette, so I'll just make them from the red and the yellow. Just touching colours in there. With a bit of a reflection in here. Well, a bit of the sky showing in that bit, but I want it to look as if it's reflecting as well, because it's quite still water. Now I prefer that rough look. I think we need some of that lovely blue. So let's get some of that lovely blue, that red, blue, and white. I'll go back to that. Let's do a bit more work on that. Well, let's think of a little oil brush here somewhere there. We'll use a bit of that colour don't put your objects of interest right in the middle, to one side. There. Right, now I've got to put sails on there. So we'll have a bit of white. Cool, this is easier said than done. Oh, God. Are you still there? I wish I'd paid the extra couple of pounds and got that titanium white by Winsor & Newton. There. I'll have to finish it off with a bit of paint, I think. I'll paint down then. It's terrible, isn't it? I like the change of the church. My hands are too shaky for that. Change into a church. Let's feather that a little bit. That's it, you never know. Right, clean that brush again. I got that blue and that red. I'm going to persevere to the end. Even though I should have probably not bothered. It's really heavy, sultry. We're expecting heavy thunderstorms later. No, we're getting 3, 4 minutes. Go back and start again. Right, I need some more red. I've run out of that. Just a little bit. So you can't do that with watercolour. Like plastering there, trying to feather it in to make it look as if it had never been damaged. Right, try again. Hey. Slightly dark, I think, on one side. Oh. Right, that just about shows. So let's make it a bit darker. God, that's difficult. Because I can't rest on it. As much as I'd love to. Go back with that colour. Ah, that's terrible. Ooh. Paint me on it. I think that's the best I'm going to get. Just put a couple of windows in. Right, that would do. Right, back to the this here now. We'll put a bit of a push in there. Right, now I need some really good lights now. Red, yellow, oil, and white. Still too close in tone. Right, now some really good light greens in there now. And I think the paint is just about on its last legs. Right, if I can get it, let's get that in. It just turns out to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. That white, that blue, and that red. The oil. The oil's getting a bit murky now. Some of those pinky colours. I'll put it in the mountain in a minute. I've got this actually as far as I can go with this. It's not too bad. But put the blue one around it. Best way to see it. And, oh. Okay, now apart from losing it around here with that tower. It's because I had nothing to rest on, and I couldn't even use the stick because I'm so crowded in trying to show this as well. You need red because of all that green. Right, that's it, folks. Thanks for persevering. Well, thank me for persevering. That's it, no more painting today. It's 11:30. I've been doing this for about 2.5 hours, 2 hours. 2 paintings. So I hope you got something from that. See you soon. Bye bye.